Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, people? Welcome back to the Think Big or Don't Think It All show. If you ain't thinking big, you thinking small, pause. It's your boy, Thinkbiggoldie, you know me. I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, hit that button OD until you OD. Now let's get it in, you feel me? Today, we talking about your boy Fat Joe, a.k.a. Joey Crack, a.k.a. Mr. Cappington, you dig? Now, Joe been going a little bit viral for talking about the quote-unquote dirty section. Now, if y'all don't know, the dirty section is the people that he's saying is internet blogging, talk about any and everything, you feel me? And these people that he's talking about are from the likes of people like Harlem Legend TV, Hassan Campbell, Shina Brim, etc., etc. The list goes on. He's talking about everybody that doesn't have any corporate sponsorship behind them, that doesn't have the machine behind them, that's on the internet talking. This is who he's talking about. So at the end of the day, he talking about you too. You dig? So now, he been disrespecting the dirty section. You know what I'm saying? He been really disrespecting the dirty section. Like, we don't need that. You know what I'm saying? That's like sitting there saying you want to bypass evil, or you want to bypass pain and just want to witness all joy. You can't have joy without pain. You know what I'm saying? You can't have good without evil. You dig? You can't have a debate without something to debate about. But Joe had a little insert on the Joe and Jada show. Shout outs to them because we do watch them. Y'all all popping. And we gonna get into we gonna really get into what old boy said. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the so-called dirty section. Now let's hear him out. Come on, Joe. What you got to talk about?
Shit that fucks me up, right, is this is a show that we are trying to do the impossible, being positive, giving flowers and uplifting the culture. That is not where society is. When you watch the news, the first 20 minutes is who got killed, who got stabbed on the train, who beat up a conductor, who killed the bodega man. This niggas want controversy. When you look at these podcasts,
Now, when Joe said that, right, that niggas want controversy, he's telling the God honest truth. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to controversy, we're gonna keep it a stack. You know what I'm saying? Everybody already knows. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that people respect at the end of the day is money and violence. You feel me? So if we already know that this is what they respect is money and violence, come on, Joe, you got a firm grip on the obvious. You feel me? Now let's go.
he's dissing your mother, you this. They feel like that's the only way to bring the views up. We even got my brothers doing rap battles over podcasts and shit, right? So everybody feel like the way to the promised land is everybody dissing each other. All right, Kiss.
Now,
Unfortunately,
hold on. I'm sorry. I disagree with that. You know what I'm saying, Joe? I'm sorry. I completely disagree with that because it's not that everybody figures that this is the way to the promised land. Nah, it's just like anything. It's just like anything. If you go to the movies, you know what I'm saying? Do you want to just sit there and watch a boring ass movie? No, you don't. So they gotta put things in there. They gotta put certain things in there to grab your attention. You know what I'm saying? To grab you, to sit there and be like, all right, I got your attention now. Now listen to the message. Not necessarily saying that a person has to be dirty. Not necessarily saying that a person has to be sitting there praying on a negative. It could be a positive, a straight positive thing. It's just how you put it. You feel me? But enough of me talking. Let's go finish. Let's finish with the boy Joe and see what else he got to say. You dig?
me and you, let's go, chose to be the Harriet Tubmans of the game. What the fuck? I mean, you're not listening. We the Underground Railroad. We are here to preserve the culture. We are here to give people flowers. We are here to do this positive. I don't know if you turned around, nobody wins positive. That's why when you watch the news, they be like 10 people killed today. You watch. All these other rap hip hop podcasts, they got you believing that they gotta diss each other and diss people and doing all that to get
leave the dirty section
views.
alone.
No, they ain't the
Yo, first of all, this is again where I disagree with Joe. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not sitting there dependent on the negative things. Now check this out, right? And this is literally my problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, at the end of the day, no matter how you look at it, we, the dirty section, cannot report on things that y'all are not putting out. If y'all don't put this shit out there, if y'all business and everything is not on the internet, which is at the end of the day a public platform. So once you put your business out there and it's out there for the public, doesn't that mean that you are leaving the doorway open for everybody to comment or have their opinion? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. We just gotta keep it all the way funky here. You feel me? Come on.
Dirty section.
But I'm telling you, the same thing you saying is what you doing to the dirty section.
No, fuck the dirty section.
Let them get they back.
No, they call my mother
them
Leslie.
alone.
Fuck them. We not even talk. You want me to leave the dirty?
Yes.
All right, I'll leave them alone.
Let them get their
That's
back.
what you want me to say?
Yeah, man, leave them
They
alone.
love this shit. They feel like they get acknowledged.
Yeah, but it's
A big
another
boys
way to
watching
acknowledge them. Man.
All right, I ain't
Don't
gonna
get their
diss.
back.
Don't diss the dirty section no
Nah,
more.
those my
Okay.
See, again, shout outs to Jada Kiss. You know what I'm saying? This is what makes Jada Jada. You know what I mean? This is why Jada is connected to the streets. Because Jada understands, B. He understands what's going on. This is why at the end of the day, Jada could run around like, besides his bars and he being fire, he could run around saying, I'm top 5 dead or alive. Because he could walk out here. People was giving him respect. Joe, I'm not saying niggas ain't giving you respect, but they're going to look at you in a certain type of way. And my thing is, how do you talk about the dirty section? How do you sit there and say or want to downplay niggas at the end of the day for being somewhat, I guess, negative? When at the end of the day, if you represent the streets and your own music, Joe, is talking about negativity. You know what I'm saying? You talking about your experiences. You talking about life. You talking about things that's going on in the street. Your music ain't all positive, bruh. You dig what I'm saying? You ain't doing the gospel album. So at the end of the day, what you doing? You talking about life, right? So if you talking about life, and at the end of the day, the internet is the life right now, and you put your business and your life on the internet, what, are we not supposed to talk about it? It's part of our story. It's part of the story that's going along. Come on, people. This is common fucking sense here. Are we serious? Are we really serious? Like, let's go.
We move on. No more Aeon Radio. No Good Morning Vietnam.
Leave them alone.
Fuck you niggas and suck my dick, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chill for Kiss. I'm gonna chill for Kiss. Listen, nah. That's going. Listen.
Yo,
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you
Crazy.
what my problem is, and y'all don't understand. So we got a positive show.
Yo.
We going to
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You just told people that SMB, right? This is what you said. But then want to flip it around and talk about we got a positive show. We got a positive show. So we're gonna keep it all the way funky, right, Joe? And I rock with you, Joe. I really do. But we gotta keep it all the way funky, right? Keep it all the way funky. Y'all sit back and act like, or you sit back and act like the dirty section don't be talking positive. You sit back and act like the dirty section doesn't highlight certain things. You feel me? Because when it's something to be highlighted that is positive, it does get talked about. But like you said, Joe, people only respect, you know what I'm saying? Basically, negativity, right? Negativity. So at the end of the day, you only respect the negativity as well, because if you could sit back and point out boom, all the bad things about the quote-unquote dirty section, you can't sit there and tell me that the dirty section don't be talking about nothing that's positive. So now if you going, it's like a yin to the yang, you feel me? If you want to talk about negative, then at the end of the day, come on, we got to keep it a whole stack, Joe. You got to talk about positive in the same note. You dig? Let's go.
I ain't say that to follow up with, so we got a positive
We
show.
do. Yo,
Exactly,
Kiss, you know why?
Jada.
You don't be in the
Exactly.
dirty section. Them niggas be killing me in the dirty
Cause
section.
you bothering them.
They
man.
got me
Let them get
gay.
their bag,
They got me
man.
gay. They got me, I'm a rat. I'm a gay. I'm pussy. I'm a thief. You can't even begin. Like, I've been called
You let all that
everything.
bother you, and you know.
I've been called everything in the game. Now, let me explain
Okay.
something to you, right? The problem is, this is the problem. This is the shit y'all might
What?
not understand or don't like,
What?
is if I'm interviewing somebody, we already going against the grain because we trying to be positive. So if I see somebody here, legend, and while I ask them a question and they speaking, I think of some shit like viral that they got something, and I stop and be like, but
Nothing
what
wrong
about
with that? Just let them finish.
Yo, you see how see, Joe. It's like a contradiction, gang. It's like a contradiction. How you gonna sit there and say, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, when we speaking positive to the guests, yada yada yada, so positive, and then you would think of something. Basically, you just said it in a very subtle tone. You basically said when they talking positive, fuck that. I'm trying to think of something viral that was going on so I could ask them so we could spice up the show. Isn't that the same exact thing that you sitting here bitching about, bro? Come on, Joe. Come on. As my man Mason say, come on, my nigga. Come on, my nigga. Like, really though. Come on, my nigga. Like, you can't be serious here, Joe. Can you? Can you? Can you, Joe? Can you be serious? Let's go.
Say the shit you think of. That's all we saying.
That's what the
yeah, my
follow.
feelings are hurt,
Rich is
Kiss.
here he about to tell us Nas he was in the desert. with
We
his
got the
tiger.
Samoans here. This is
Yo.
that's my man Rocco and Rocco. Who's the wrestler? Nah, if y'all can see our crew outside,
Oh my God.
we got all the United Nations. Who's my man? Tatiki? What's the guy from
This nigga's
Hey, yo.
wilding today.
Hey, yo, Joe. Yo, Joe. No cap, bro. No cap, Joe. No cap. See, this is the problem, Joe. This is the problem, bro. You know what I'm saying? You talk about the dirty section. You talk about this, that, and third. But don't you know? Right, real? We gonna keep it all the way funky. Don't you know when it came down there to the dirty section and you was going through all that controversy with saying nigga this, nigga that, nigga this, and they was looking at you as being Spanish, this, that, and the third. Now you know the dirty section niggas in New York, and we gonna talk about New York. You know the dirty in New York. We looked at that like it ain't nothing. The rest of the world didn't understand it. But we understood it because we grew like Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans. Like we all growing up in the same joint. We all going to the same school. We all in the same struggle. If I had food stamps, 9 times out of 10, my Dominican friend had food stamps. My Puerto Rican friend had food stamps. Their parents had to go to the welfare office. Nigga, we all in the same school. We in the same district. So now with the Spanish people saying niggas, this, that, and the fifth, the New Yorkers could understand that. So Joe, when you talking about the dirty section, at the end of the day, the dirty section held you down because niggas ain't really even care that was from New York because we understood what it is. It's New York business. So we sticking in New York business. And shout outs to the dirty section because at the end of the day, the people that's in the dirty section that is from New York and understand what goes on held it down for you. No matter what. Hence the reason why, at the end of the day, you with Jada. Jada's the hood nigga. He's from the dirt. You feel me? He understands. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Like, it's the rest of the world that's saying that, but the dirty section had your back, boy. Real rap. We gonna keep it all the way stacked. Let's go, Joe.
I don't, yo, Rich, what kind of diet pack? What did you spike him with, dog? He's crazy. Oh, shit.
I'm no different than the little niggas. The little niggas, they made something out of nothing. They got to the paper. I can't tell them shit. The odds of you becoming successful as a rapper is 1 in maybe 100 million. And when I see a young boy over there in Bugattis and shit like that, even if I know what's good for him, I can't tell him nothing. Because he made the impossible happen. But when you fuck with me and you poke the bear, I turn into the little niggas. Because you can't tell me shit. We turned this bitch up. These guys wish, these competition, these podcasts, they loving this show. They're like, please slow him down.
They calling me.
Please talk
They
him
call
off.
me, tell you the truth.
I'm telling you, Yo, listen, yo, K, the competition, they loving this show. This episode, they like, yes. Stop that nigga. He's a freight train moving. This guy know what he's going. He says it's I touched the third rail, the algorithm, the
Yo,
disc. I know what it
yo, to keep it all in stat, yo, Joe, this is why we fuck with you, bro. Like, this is really wild because you funny. You low key a comedian, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be saying we got the #1 show, we got all of this, fuck everybody. I ain't mad, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad because it's very comedic. You supposed to feel like that about your business, your craft, or whatever it is. But let's play it back a little bit to hear what he says. Something else that I just caught before I was talking. But let's go.
yes. Stop that nigga. He's a freight train moving. This guy know what he's going. He says it's I touched the third rail, the algorithm, the disc. I know what it is. It's cool. Today in hip hop and culture,
So
we're
at the
gonna
end
be
of the day,
dicey.
y'all heard what he said, right? Y'all heard what he said, and this is why I laugh at Joe. You know what I mean? He said he know how the algorithm is working. He know what's up. So you say certain things so you could be in the algorithm so the numbers could go up. Ain't that the same thing you talking about the dirty section about? Come on. Again, Mace voice. Come on, my nigga. Come on, my nigga. Like, we gotta be serious here, you dig? Like, Joe, that's why I said you funny. Pause. You funny. But let's go.
Source and follow the instructions. Today in the year 2005, Serena
Yo. Alright, you know what I'm saying? So we just got into it with Joe. You feel me? I need y'all to, you know what I'm saying? Comment down low. Comment down low. Tell me how you feel about Fat Joe. You know what I mean? If you're a New Yorker, you know what I'm saying? Really tell me how you feel about Fat Joe. Tell me how you feel about Fat Joe saying nigga or whatever the case may be. You're not trying to bring up his old shit, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't care that he said it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But Fat Joe, Fat Joe, Fat Joe. You gotta understand. You know what I'm saying? The reason why your podcast is popping like that off the rip is because you got the machine behind you. I'm not saying this saying you ain't gotta be consistent still with the work. You feel me? But you got the machine behind you, bro. Y'all already got influence. So you feel like, I ain't starting at the dirty section. But if you wasn't Fat Joe, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't have the accolades that you had, you would be where we at. You would be starting where we at. And you would be part of that dirty section, quote unquote. But because you already had a name, because you got the influence, because you got Kiss and shit with you, automatically y'all put in a different plateau. Y'all put on a different type of level just because of the stature of things. That ain't like, yo, you started from the bottom with this whole podcast thing, because you didn't start from the bottom. You was already there. So stop shitting on the people that's starting from the bottom, that's going to get their bag, that's making a name for themselves. Because at the end of the day, if they wasn't important, if they wasn't relevant, you wouldn't even be speaking about them. Again, at the end of the day, if the dirty section, quote unquote, was not important or relevant, you would not be speaking about them. You said everybody loves your show. Everybody loves this. Cool. But again, everybody loves the dirty section too. At the end of the day, because the dirty section is the news right then, right now. It's the urban hip hop news. We like to listen to them. We like to hear their opinions. You know what I'm saying? We love to hear their opinions. I'm sorry. It's just how the game goes. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna like what somebody do. Some people gonna love it. Again, I appreciate all of y'all for tapping in. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for listening to the Think Bigger Don't Think It All show, where if you ain't thinking big, you thinking small. Pause. Again, it's your boy Thinkbiggoldie. You know me. I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, hit that button OD until you OD. Have a good, blessed day. We out of here. One.